Huzzah! The stream has begun. Let's have a lovely time, everyone. And Sir Stews a lot, you're currently leading the FOT leaderboard with 7.
Welcome, Swarm, to the stream where pixels flicker and the chattel beam. Though you fluttered off, your presence remains. In whispers of wings, echoes again. Here in Majenko's space.
Welcome back, a swarm of dead insects. Lovely to see you back in chat.
Damn, I'm looking good.
A warm welcome back to Carrot House 82. So lovely to see you again, pal. Hope you're having a grand day.
Nice.
Welcome back, Jeepin 247. Lovely to see you back in chat.
Majenko, I think you should check your microphone. It seems to have died.
A warm welcome back to Peace.
My microphone is perfectly fine, thank you. Stop wittering on, will ya? Hello. Hello Swarm. Hello, goodbye Carrot House. Are you up again, are you? Straight away. Glad you popped in anyway. Hello G-Pin. PC, yes, we turned him Scottish yesterday. We turned him into a Scot. Kind of. Just for a change. Why not? Just on long enough to say hello. Carrot House is making you people. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, good luck with that. And don't do it while streaking. You'll scare people. Hey, Sleepy. We're back to the power supply today. You need to put your pants on. You do, yes. Cacophony progress. 5%. Hello, Ben. Right. Power supply.
Welcome back, Sleepy Developer. Lovely to see you back in chat. Hope you're having
music going on.
collecting those wee bit computers.
People won't be a problem for long, yes. This is true, yes. Oh, God, and Chloe's streaking as well. Put your clothes on, Chloe.
Fucking batteries.
Right then. The adverts are on. Let's be quiet and let Majenko have a wee break.
I don't need a wee break. I just had one, thanks.
This is too important for the Enterprise to be on the sidelines, Admiral.
Hey, Matt.
Welcome back, Belgium.
Dara.
You're having a lovely Friday evening, and that was SARS treating you well.
How did you know that you were doing Word Star?
Look at me!
Right, power supply. I was thinking overnight,
9,900.
it's far, far more likely that the problem is going to be the capacitor than the opto-isolator. Because it's always the capacitors. It's always the capacitor. The bot seems different. That's because he's Scottish now.
Back to Matt Links. So
He downgraded to Scottish. So I'm going to start with the capacitors. Because it's always the capacitor. It's always the capacitor. Except when it's not.
Or that's lovely. Welcome back, RF programmer. Hope you're ready for some tunes and a wee dance.
Just a wee dance. Doing the wee dance. Never lupus.
Oh.
Capacitor that's not capacitating, it's incapacitated, yes.
Hope you're having a grand day.
Not enough flux, can't return back to the 80s. Exactly. So the capacitor in question is one that is attached to this chip here,
Thanks for sticking through those ads, folks.
which,
It's a
according
of unnecessary
to
evil. Aye.
the schematic that I got from the chip, would be between pins 7 and 5. Which are that side. There's 5, there's 7, so that's going to be 5, that's going to be 7. Except it's off the side there. So that should be 5, that should be 7, and there should be a capacitor between them, which could be there, possibly. No, that's jumper there. Where's the capacitors? We've got one there, we've got one there. Yeah, there. That's where it is. From 5 through the capacitor, through a jumper link to 7. So that's the capacitor we're interested in, I do believe. And that capacitor is 50 volt, 4.7 microfarad. I don't know if I've got a suitable replacement for it, but we'll get the Moo machine warming up anyway. The system I have the bot running on, figure it's powerful enough, a RAG AI type setup. It's a NVIDIA Jetson Orin AGX. It's a pretty meaty system really for AI stuff. Not as meaty as they have now, but it's still pretty meaty. That's what the bot runs on. That's what the bot's brain runs on. But it's not what the bot's voice on. The bot's voice runs on my main workstation. Moomin time! Yes. Brook down the valley between here and the food shops has burst its banks. Had to go the long way around just now. It's probably passable except for the steady stream of traffic coming the other direction in the middle of the road. Oh. Well, I'm up on top of a hill here, thankfully. But there is a valley between me and Aldi, which may flood. Shouldn't do. There's a brook down the middle of it, but it's well drained. The river at the bottom usually floods, but that's normal. That floods every year. Okay. Moo machine has warmed up. Let us see what we can do with... Where was it? There and there. I love this Moo machine. Look at that. Perfect straight away. Mind, it is only a single-sided board. And there goes the capacitor. It looks perfectly fine, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's all quite happily intact. No signs of leakage, but they never show signs of leakage, these things. Is it just you hearing weird crackling on the stream audio? Yes. Possibly. I don't hear any on my end, so it's nothing. If there is, it's on the outgoing portion. Test kit. If you crank it all the way up and boost it, yes. Okay. Is it just in the speech, or in the music as well, or is it just the bot? Is it just me, or is it everything? The music is fine, the voice is noisy. Okay, give me a moment. Is this any better? I mean, there's always going to be some noise because it's a radio microphone. And when I speak, this squelch turns the receiver on and things like that. So there will always be. That's much better. Oh, good. It was my stupid audio interface thing then. That does happen. Right. My little tester. The battery still works. I'm surprised. Let's pop this capacitor in and see what it tells us about it. Where are we? The battery's a bit low now, isn't it? But that is telling us 4788 nanofarads, or 4.8 microfarads. Or 4.7 microfarads, which is exactly what it should be.
With 100 bits, RHK77 says,
Share 100 Control K. Oh, Bond Streamer. Hello, Majenko D.
Thank you very much for 100 bits, RHK. Control K. Oops. No, no Control Ks here.
RHK77. So lovely to see you back in chat, dearie.
Yeah, I just never bother unplugging it, and it just seems to keep going and going and going. Right, so that is telling me that that capacitor is okay. Memes permeate even here. Which is unfortunate, because that's the bootstrap capacitor for the switcher. Could I bypass the optocoupler as a test? I could possibly. Possibly. It would just need short circuiting, basically. Because it's really just a switch. I would like, though, to... I wonder if I do have another capacitor that would work. I mean, the exact amount doesn't really matter as long as it's big enough and able to take the voltage. What have I got? No, that's a little bit on the large side. These are very chunky. Too low a voltage. I might have a reclaimed one here somewhere. If I can't find a capacitor, then I would be looking to try another optocoupler if I can find one. I had looked through my chips box earlier but couldn't find one, so I would be removing one from another power supply as a test. What can I find? .7 microfarad, 50 volts. There we go. Let's just check that it's still good. Been sat in my box for God knows how long. Yep. That looks fine to me. We'll try it, see what happens. It's got 2 chances. None and bugger all. Let's get the soldering iron warming up. Yeah, so and this one's half the other one, but both low, yes. So the other one is probably on its way out. Alright, it takes a little while for the soldering iron to warm up. The final analysis, we're all on our way out really. Yeah, this is true. We're all oxidising. Need more antioxidants then. Who could defeat this dreadful bot? Who will rid me of this troublesome bot? For some reason the temperature wasn't set right on the soldering iron. It's only halfway there. The Highlander perhaps. Just need to establish the lower standings now, yes. God, I'm nearly out of solder. This is not good. I must order some more. That's all the solder I've got left. Actually, that's not true. I do have some more. I found this the other day. He says losing it already. There we go. A tube of something. There's about half an inch of solder in there. Emergency rations. Right, capacitor is in. Let's find some wires with clips, if I can. There's a clip with a plug on the end. That's good. That's a good ground connection. Ground will go on to here, I think. Okay. Now, can I find a suitable red lead with a suitable clip on it? No. There's a short one. Might be able to use that. Ah, is that the... There it is, I found the one I want. Just needs a tweak so it fits better. That can go on to the 5 volt. Okay. And this is the power on. Right. Let's see what happens. That's safe there, isn't it, I think? Okay, where's my phone gone? Let us see what happens when I turn on power. Make sure it's all okay.
Champion!
With 50 bits, Chloe
Power is on.
Raccoon says.
Dear 50, that's safe there. Is anything around here safe?
No, nothing here is safe. Right. So when I connect this to ground, what do we get? Nothing. Not a sausage. Okay. Let me check the standby voltage. There was something there. Turn the power on. We get our 5 volts on standby. Okay. It was only a very brief blip we got before. Sausage in a PSU. So that's on the 5 volts. I wonder if I can clip onto this side, actually might be easier. No, it's too rounded.
Right then, folks, time for the adverts to begin. Let's be lovely and patient
That's on
while they play.
ground. This is on power on. We turn on the mains. Do we get anything at all? No. Zip. Zilch. Okay. We need scope trace to see if it's doing the same thing. Yeah. Did you miss something from yesterday's stream? Quite possibly. We determined that it's trying to power up, but failing.
Etch, don't you worry your wee heads about those ads. Thanks for sticking with it, lovelies. It's Friday, so let's have a grand time.
I don't like these witches' hats. They're useless. That is in place. Let me just sort this out. This is 2 volts per division. We'll bring it down to there. And take that up to 5 milliseconds. It's on normal fall. We'll raise that up to 0 that. That should be. We'll set that to rise. Okay. Let's see what this does. Mains on. Touch. Nothing. We've made it worse. Let's look at that pin on the output of the transformer.
Champion!
With 50 bits, Sir Stu's a lot says.
Cheer 50 great success.
Well, that's blown it. Something just went pop. That was on the output of the transformer, yes, definitely. And it just all went pop. Magic smoke time, yes. Sorry for TTSing all over my pop. Well, it's normal for this. What went pop? Was it that capacitor that I put in? No, that capacitor's fine. What went pop? It went pop with quite a spark as well. Oh, hello. Found a piece of solder where there shouldn't be solder.
Ugh, it seems we're having a wee debate about jam sandwiches and manuals. Seems
Thank you for the bits,
Ben.
Ben.
The hardware that manuals aren't just for show.
That might have been a false explosion. And it was a piece of solder acting as a fuse.
Wait, am I an idiot?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Hold on. I maybe shouldn't have done that.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know if it's actually done anything or whether it just welded that bit of solder to the heatsink.
Useless man. Useless man. Useless man. Useless man. Useless man.
Let's see what it's doing now anyway. Is there any joy to any of it now, or has it all completely died? Reconnect that to that. Go onto the same pin again, see what happens. That's my... Where's that wire I had? I've lost a wire now. Actually, was I using that wire? If I was using that wire, it may not have wanted to work. I don't see another one around. Maybe I was using my... I might have been using my CRT bleed cable instead of just an ordinary jumper cable, which might explain why it wasn't turning on. Right. Let's turn the power on again. See what happens when I give it power now. I'm seeing nothing on the scope. I suspect things have probably exploded now. And that the whole power supply is now completely dead. Has it been a long day? It has a bit, yeah. Although, of course, the fuse might have gone now. Thinking about it, that might have taken the fuse out. If we're lucky.
Champion!
With 69 bits, a swarm of dead insects says,
Turn it on. Turn it on again, cheer 69.
Thank you for the bits. And fuse is on this board here. Over there. $33 megohms, 47 megohms. I think it just took out the fuse. That's good. It's taken out the fuse. Thank you, fuse. The fuse has done what the fuse should. Fusant. Fuse failed successfully. It might have taken out the one in the plug as well. Put that on continuity mode. Just double check. Yeah, that's definitely not doing anything there at all. What was it? At least there's one who did his job today. Is that an 8 amp fuse? H250VF8A. H250 8A. 8 amp. Oof, don't know if I've got one of those. It is an X fuse. Let's see what's in this box here. Probably nothing of any interest. I think the only fuses I've got are ones for plugs. I lack fuses. Ah, here we go. What's in here? We've got glass ones, we've got plug ones. No, nothing of that type. We've got big glass ones, we've got ordinary UK plug ones, and nothing else.
Nick me fucking batteries.
Who's nicked me fucking fuses? And this is slightly shorter than a standard plug fuse. I don't think I can squeeze a standard plug fuse in. Replace batteries with fuses. Oh, it might just squeeze in with a bit of modification. It's got these little end bits on it. This is only a 3 amp one. It's much lower, which is preferable right now, I think. Yeah, it's not going to go in, is it? Because of those end pieces. Replace bot with fuse. I could try cutting those bits away. That might work. No, I don't really want to modify it if I can help it. But maybe I can just squeeze, there we go. Squeeze those like that. Then I can put a 3 amp fuse in like that. That should be okay. I can see no problem with that. It'll do. I wonder if the one in the power cable has gone or not. I have to dismantle the power cable to find out. Unless I go into continuity mode there. And live there. And nothing in there, okay. I think it did. Yep. It took out the fuse in the plug as well. 2 fuses gone. But that's all it took out. My remote power switch seemed to save everything else. Whether the relay in it is still working or not is another question. Let's just find another power cable. What have we got? Cloverleaf. I've got far too many cloverleaf cables for some reason. Cloverleaf. Mains, there we go. C13. Maybe it's not a power supply, but a fuse breaker. 3 fuses, the solder being the 3rd, quite. I'm surprised actually that the whole ring main didn't go. Right, everything there is okay. There's no bits of solder lying around there, no tweezers, no screws. Close to the tinfoil replacing the fuse hack, yes. Power going on. No smoke. Okay, let's have a look at, first of all, let's take a look at the standby. Do we still have standby? Or has everything gone kablooey? We still have standby, folks. That is good. Let's switch over to the 5 volt. Right, thank you very much. That's on the 5 volts. Now I'll take this cable, connect it to the power control. Now, it was the moment I touched this, it went bang last time. We have had some power come out of there, briefly. Right. Okay, we might be back to where we were. Let's take the oscilloscope and try and connect that to the 5 volt, if it will stay connected. And we shall see what we get now when I turn it on. I think we are too zoomed in at the moment. There we go. That is 2 volts per division, which gives us 5 volt spike and then decaying. That's exactly what we're getting with the other capacitor. Right. So that little adventure didn't cost us anything. We are back to where we were. We have changed the capacitor and it hasn't fixed it. Not the bootstrap cap, no. Unless this is another one that's dead. It could be. I mean, this is a capacitor of unknown provenance. It was a rescued one from something else, probably another power supply, a long time ago. So it may itself be a dead cap, but I don't know. But I don't have many caps in that sort of voltage range. It's a Hot Rocks. Oh God, the Hot Rocks intro. You missed the explosion, Hot Rocks.
A warm welcome back to the stream, Rex Girl. It's a lovely...
It wouldn't be a Majenko stream working on a power supply if you didn't have an explosion. No, I don't really have another possible cap. It may be the feedback then, possibly. Fuse went boom. It boomed. Yes. It was a boom time.
Fuck, the adverts have started, folks. Let's give it a wee pause for a bit.
Let's have a wee pause. Right, this microphone has decided it's not going to work because OBS is utter trash. Properties, default, MK4, and it starts working. It won't reconnect to a microphone that disappears, then reconnects.
A scraunching, scraping noise comes from the underground. Then a patch of ground collapses to be replaced by swinging picks and shovels and puffs of flying dirt. Soon enough, a team of yaks with miners' helmets and armed with picks, shovels and blasting equipment emerges, accompanied by soot-covered mine goats with spools of safety fuse. Finally, wearing traditional Cornish mining clothes and a hard felt hat with a lighted candle on the brim, Alison emerges. "Here, Poldock time, me hansoms!"
Thanks for sticking through those ads, everyone. I know they can be a wee bit tedious, but
there you go. You brought the fuse with you, that's good. The bot said, "Och." Och, O-C-H.
A warm welcome back to the industry.
He's Scottish.
So lovely to see you back in chat, dearie.
Hey, Swarm. Not Swarm. Industrious. Mr. Ant. Why did I say Swarm? It's getting a bit swarm in here. All these explosions. Bad for my blood pressure. He's trying to be Scottish. Just general Scottish. Two people with insects in names, yes. But yours are dead though. His are industrious. Right, so we are exactly where we were last night, with a brief blip of the correct voltage. So it starts switching and then says sod off. So is our opto isolator up the duff? It's possible. I'm going to take it out. Which means a bit more mooing. There's our opto isolator. Let's moo it away. Let's take out these two pins that don't do anything. Cool, that sucked so hard it sucked all the solder away from the pin next to it. There we go, that was easily mooed out. We know the LED inside it works, but what about the photodiode, or opto transistor I should say? Darjeeling and gin, well, probably works, yes. Made the mistake of eating your last Tunnocks caramel wafer earlier. Oh, no, you can't have it with your cuppa, that is silly. Okay, so if I were to put this into diode mode, the collector is the middle pin on this side, and the emitter is pin 4, the lower pin on this side. If I could get these in such a way that they're not short-circuiting, which I don't think is going to be possible. Yeah, this is not going well, that. What else do I have? I've got no small clip probes at the moment. Well, I kind of have. I've got these ones which are BNC terminated, which would do the job nicely. I could just clip them on. But now I need to get BNC. I've got BNC to crocodile or alligator. If that goes into there, then I've got that going to here. This can then go to here. God, it's a bit Heath Robinson, isn't it? Like so. Okay. That should be connected now. Cable contraption. Now I need a random serial adapter in there yet. There's null mode, Emmett. Power supply on. Voltage will bring down to 3 volts. Current will bring down to 10 milliamps. That should be okay. Okay, and pin 1 is... Where are we? There they are. Pin 1 is the anode, pin 2 is the cathode. So pin 1 is the anode, 2 is the cathode. I touch it and it turns on. Okay. The optocoupler works perfectly fine. We have ruled that out. Okay. It's both good and bad. Yes, good that we don't need to find a replacement, and bad that I'm now out of ideas. So we can solder that back in. Champion! It might be the
With
switcher
69
itself.
bits, a swarm of dead insects says.
We've tried nothing, and we're all out of ideas, Q69.
Thank you very much for the bits. We've tried lots of things, and we're all out of ideas. It might be the switching chip itself that's gone. So the opto certainly seems to be firing, yes. At least briefly. The switcher is switching and then stops switching. But the Zenas acting as references to the opto don't exist because it uses a 7815 as a reference for the opto, but I think. Yeah, it's not quite like the datasheet circuit. This is the DIP 8 one, yes. This is the UC3842A. Hello, why is this not working? Where's my... Oh, did I... No, I can't have closed it because we've got the bot. I suppose it changed HID raw numbers, hasn't it? It's on HID raw 10. That's what I was trying to do. Right. Why is it not working? It's Friday, yes. Yeah, this is the example schematic here, which is largely the same. I mean, it's pretty bog standard. Power comes in, goes through a transistor, is switched by the chip. The chip is fed power through a large resistor which charges up the bootstrap capacitor to power it. Feedback comes from the main output through opto-isolator into the VREF pin and through here to the feedback pin. You just gifted a sub to the bot. Okay. Okay, right. Because reasons.
77. That's absolutely lovely of you. Thank you so much for this subscription. It's greatly appreciated. You're always star.
Okay, right. So many other people you could have given a... So many other people you could have given the sub to, but the bot! I special case that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. The bot just did that off his own back. He's self-celebrating his sub at the end. Oh, thank you, RHK. Hey, I'm 50% of the way to completing my goal. Whoa. Way, hey. 20 out of 40. Yeah, right.
Or that's lovely. A big thank you to RHK77 for the subscription to Sleepy Developer. Sleepy Developer will be thrilled, I am sure.
I have a goal. Apparently I do. Apparently my goal is 40 subs. For some reason. No idea. Right, so ideas. 40 subs is a hell of a lunch, yes. What happens if I reach this goal? I get given a different goal. No idea. So no, don't gift 20 more subs. You're a fool if you do. Ideas. What ideas are there?
Ugh, it seems we're having a grand time trying to figure out this power supply. Badgemit's forgetfulness and RHK77 because reasons are certainly keeping things lively, aren't they?
Oh, and now we've got a hype train. Anonymous gifter to blown fuse. Nutters. You did have a follower goal set on mine, but that was in your overlays, not the Twitch thing, yeah. I don't know what these things are. You went out and found a user called Blown Fuse, specifically to give them a sub. Whichever one of you it was, you're a nutter. But thank you very much for the sub anyway. So we know this works okay.
Champion!
With 50 bits, says Hughes-a-lot says.
Bits for the hype train, sugar for my weight, hang on. Cheer 50.
Thank you for the bits. Let's see about taking a snapshot of this.
With 69 bits, as Warmouth did in 6 says.
Cheer 69 going off the rails on the Crazy Train replacement bus service.
Was that another? G-Pin giving a sub to Nutter.
Oh, that's lovely. G-Pin 247. Thanks a bunch for the gift sub to Nutter. That's
You're
so
a bunch
kind
of fools. Okay, right. Let's be sensible. It's supposed to be a non. Oh, thank you, G-Pin, anyway. Right, we know that works. We know that works. We know that works. We know that works. We guess that works. I'm assuming this equivalent here works. We think it does. Gifted sub to tangents. Thank you, RHK.
No ads here. Just lovely for example music.
Shelby.
My track tribe is a wee treat, isn't it?
Okay. That tops it all, I think. God, next you'll be giving one to Usagi. No, I didn't say that.
A warm welcome back to Tech Tangents. So lovely to have you back in the chat, dearie.
You did just recently listen to Here Is the News by Yellow, yes, fitting. We're on level 2 of the hype train as well, God.
Or, that's lovely, RHK77. Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Tech Tangents. That's a grand gesture, you're a wee star.
And did I say thank you to the bits just now? That swarm? Going off the rails on the crazy train replacement bus service? Thank you very much for those bits. You tried, but Usagi did not allow external gift subs, so he must be in stream. Oh, that's a shame. Probably for the best. Don't want the professionals showing up our amateurism here. What's going wrong with this then? Is it the switching chip? Is it the feedback low voltage side circuit? Ben can fight some more over deck writer diagnosis, yes. I'm so tempted to go and get that deck writer 3 from Ipswich, just to get mine fixed and working first before his. But that would be bad. I've got 2 targets now. Is the feedback circuit itself actually working properly? Is it turning on and off at the right time? I don't know. I know it's doing something, but I don't know what it should be doing. There is also iSense, which is, no, that's going through all on the primary side. That's okay. iSense is fine. There will be calculations to do to work out what the feedback should be doing.
With 100 bits, Sir Stews-a-lot says.
iSense, usense, we all sense some nonsense. Cheer 100.
Thank you for the bits. Yes, it's too much nonsense around here. I would need to read this data sheet in detail to work out what this circuit here is supposed to be doing, when it's supposed to turn on, when it's supposed to turn off. You should have formatted that better when you decided to DTS it. Never mind. If you like, I can go to the bot panel, find you in the list. Type in your message a bit better and hit the TTS button.
With 100 bits, Sir Stews a lot says.
I sense, you sense, we all sense some nonsense.
There you go. Is that a bit better for you? So I think I've got some bedtime reading. Because I want to know how this feedback is supposed to work. Because that's one thing I've never actually really understood with switching mode power supplies is what this feedback does. When should it turn on? When should it turn off? And is it a simple turn on, turn off, or is it a carefully tuned partial turn off that doesn't go into saturation to give varying amounts of feedback? Mustard oil. Ooh, I've had chili oil, but not mustard oil. We thought it was proportional. I don't know, because these opto-isolators are very digital things. But if the amount of amount of current going through here is so carefully tuned that the amount of current going through here is so carefully tuned that it changes how much can flow through here on a proportional basis, then possible. In which case this circuit would have to be very, very tightly tuned. Whereas all we really see on the scope is just a very, well, not even like that, it's just a spike. Like that, before it turns off.
Ugh, the adverts are on, folks. Let's give Majenko a wee break, aye.
So I need to read this data sheet and find out exactly how it's supposed to be working, whether it's just an on-off. Probe working one. Yeah, I don't think won't have one with the same chip, but the operating principle is probably very much the same. So I could try. Dismantling an ATX power supply and looking at that. But for now I'm going to read the data sheet. Find out if it tells me how it's supposed to turn on and turn off and when and how much. The design using the whatever controller has an interesting control loop with many components. G-opto is the approximate transfer function across the opto-isolator in the design. The pole frequency of the opto-isolator is represented by FP. The opto-isolator used in this design has a current transfer ratio of 1 and pole frequency of roughly 5 kilohertz.
All lovely for sticking with us.
Figure whatever component. The voltage loop, FC, must cross over less than the opto-isolator pole for simplified compensation. What is that? I think I'm going to need a dictionary with it as well. What the hell is it on about there? I have no idea. TVF is the estimated theoretical transfer function of the closed loop gain of the system. The feedback loop response can be different in the actual circuit and can have to be adjusted with a network analyzer to meet actual circuit performance and reliability. The feedback loop response must be evaluated over worst case variations in design parameters. What? Modu.net programmers wear glasses so they can see sharp. Tax forms are simpler, we will understand accounting, yes. I've got some reading to do. An out-of-voltage control loop involves comparing a portion of the output voltage to a reference voltage at the input of an error amplifier. When used in an offline isolated application, the voltage feedback of the isolated output is accomplished using a secondary side error amplifier and adjustable voltage reference such as the TL431. The error signal crosses the primary to secondary isolation boundary using an opto-isolator whose collector is connected to the VREF pin and the emitter is connected to FB. The output voltage control loop determines the response to load changes. The bot is an error amplifier. You're an error amplifier. Anyway, it's gone 10 o'clock. My brain is now surprisingly fried after reading that. So I'm going to turn things off. You know some of those words. Stares at the camera. You got all that? There will be a test later. I hope you wrote it all down. You're not an error amplifier, you're a pi black hole. Well, you do live up north. You live on pies up north. I could do an audiobook version of this data sheet. Let me rewind it right to the start.
Nice. The UCX84XA family of control devices is a pin-for-pin compatible improved version of the UCX84X family. Providing the necessary features to control current mode or switched mode power supplies, this family of devices has many improved features. Startup current is less than 0.5 mA, oscillator discharge is trimmed to 8.3 mA, and during UVLO, the output stage can sync at least 10 mA at less than 1.2 volts for VCC over 5 volts.
There you go. There's the intro. Someone get Ben's emissions checked. One thing you do learn after doing a load of audiobooks is sight reading. Sight reading, getting the intonation right without actually having read it before at all. So that's the first time I've read that. So you can make an ambient track around that read. Go for it. Do it. I look forward to it. Anyway, I'm finishing off now. It is time for me to stop these shenanigans and go and rest my brain in the bath or something like that. Right. And here comes Daft Punkle. Happy Friday! I've really lent my voice to audiobooks. Oh, hell yes.
A warm welcome back to Daft Punkle. So lovely to see you back in chat, dearie.
Oh, you beat me to it, G-Pin. Go away, you. I didn't ask for you. There you go. All sorts of things. Mostly weird things. Horror and sci-fi and strange things. A few kids things in there. A bit of verbal porn. All sorts in there. They're all on Audible. There's a real mixture on there, yes. Oh yeah, I get paid, yes. I get a monthly paycheck. Every month I get only a few pounds nowadays, but the market sort of fell out the bottom of it. I keep meaning to go and have another look, see if there's anything that I might be able to get, but too much like hard work. It's through a system called ACX that I did it all. It's all part of Amazon. Everything's Amazon these days. ACX feeds into Audible. So ACX is the creator portal, and Audible sells the books. You've got to audition and everything, and persuade the author that you're the best voice for the job. As you're reading that, you're about to joke, where can I get the audiobook? Yeah. Everything's Amazon these days. He says on Amazon streaming. Yep, exactly. Alternative candid expletives. Stream Elements seems to have died. Oh, not Stream Elements, the overlays. It's not Stream Elements. It's Godot, and it does that, and I don't know why. Let's restart it. I've been working for the Bezos all the live long day. Okay, overlays are back. Just in time now for me to do my outro. God, I want you to wait for it. Well, it likes to just pause now and then just wait for days on end. You have a plugin which emulates an old Eastern German wire recorder.
Happy
Cool.
Friday, everyone.
Nice.
Let's hope Majenko doesn't blow anything up today. And Ben, please try to contain yourself.
I already have blown something up today. 2 fuses. Right, well, outro time. We kind of made a bit of progress there. We have ruled out more things. We know the opto-isolator works. We tried replacing the capacitor, it had no effect. We don't really know if the feedback circuit is doing what it should be doing, because I don't know how that is supposed to work. And I don't know if the switcher chip itself is working properly. So my bedtime reading is the datasheet. See if I can work out what signal we should see on the input to the opto-isolator. It's unusual for your stream to be a successful one on a Friday. Yes, I know. Well, I wasn't really expecting this to work because it's cursed, this power supply. We know what it isn't now anyway. We know the things that do work. So we're narrowing it down to
Right then,
the tighter and tighter options.
a massive thank you for joining us for this RS/6000 adventure. It's been a grand time. A special shout out to Stream Elements, Majenko Bot, Hot Rocks Girl, A Swarm of Fed Insects, PJB9L 950, Surstu's a lot 3 farts, Ben. The Industry is sad, Chloe Raccoon, Madden X, RHK77, Sleepy Developer, Daft Punkle, RF Programmer, Jeepin247, our beloved pet Canadian and PC Moggers for being such lovely folks in chat. And a huge thanks to RHK77 and Jeepin247 for the subscriptions. Also, a big thank you to Majenko Bot, Tech Tangents, and Sleepy Developer for subscribing too. It's been a pleasure, and I'm off to have a wee rest now. Have a brilliant rest of your Friday.
There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever, it just doesn't work. Absolutely, yes. Does it do it voluntarily? Yeah. It's cursed with IBM, indeed. What was I saying before the bot so rudely cut me off? No idea. Ben, you're up for tomorrow, aren't you? And then I'm back on Sunday.
Shit.
So, are you etching tomorrow? Or, no, it's view data again tomorrow, isn't it? Oh yes, bedtime reading is the data sheet, so I can try and work out what is going on, or what should be going on, with the input to the optocoupler, and see if that is what we are getting. Because once I can narrow it down to the exact component that has died, then you can replace the same component in yours, Ben, and hope it'll just work. So, who knows? Who knows? So, I'll have a good read of this, and we might probe it again on Sunday. Yes, modems tomorrow for Ben. So, until Sunday, enjoy Ben tomorrow, and have a good weekend. And I am out of here. Drops microphone.
Damn, I'm good.
Oh God! I maybe shouldn't have done that.
Well, Hot Rocks, we replaced the bootstrap capacitor on the switcher earlier.
Fucking batteries.
And it's had no effect. And that is the most likely candidate of capacitor. So, we've tried capacitor. Sorry.
Sausage in a bun. Dear old sausage in a bun. Gimme sausage in a bun.
Oh God! I maybe shouldn't have done that.
You were right, Machenko. I do apologise.
Can anyone remember when we used to be explorers?